Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said a new problem have just originated from the palace of Ile-Ife kingdom again. You know, when some people said it is going to be very difficult for the wives of the king to leave the palace, some people believed it. Some said it depends on the king's effort to see that that happens. We all believe that if the king should take serious action against these people standing against his decision, that something might change for good. But with the way things are going, you find out that this is a very serious case. Seriously, it is. Now, what we are hearing is another reason why Ashley must not leave the palace of Ile-Ife kingdom. It's no longer Auntie Blue Blue Ronke. It's now Ashley. The only thing is that ever since this issue started, these two people have been the main people, because they have people who will speak on their behalf, because they are from the royal families. These people, they are planted into the king's life, you know. So from what we are hearing right now, they said there have been a new development, that the reason why Ashley cannot leave the palace. And if you remember, you'll find out that Ashley have been in the palace for the longest of time. She was there even before Queen Naomi enters the palace, because she is carrying out those rituals. She's a calabash carrier. I don't know if you remember, you know. And they said there is something she did. I don't know if she just did it or she have done it before now. But they are now bringing it as a serious point why she should not leave the palace, and why no one have the right to make her to leave the palace. Hey. Anyways, the only thing I know is that it is, at the end of this whole drama, it is only the will of God that will happen. According to the gist, allegedly, I want to remind you that these are all alleged information. We do not live in the palace. I do not live in the palace. Always bear that in mind, okay? So, they said in Ile-Ife kingdom, there are 401 deities. 401 deities. That is why it looks as if it is every day that these people are celebrating one deity or the other. I don't know if you are watching it, because most of the time I'll be asking myself, does it mean that it's everyday celebration in the Ile-Ife kingdom? They are happy with their culture and tradition, and they are participating with their food chest. They are doing everything to keep it going. That's a good thing anyway. But, you know, sometimes I begin to ask, well, this question, I don't know, they are the only people that can answer this question. Does it also mean that the king cannot say or speak and it will stand? Does it mean that the king cannot say, okay, this is how this thing will be, and it will stand like that? Because they have been fighting this thing over and over again, making it look as if the king does not have a say in it. Okay, like I told you, they have about 401 deities, and they are celebrating it every day, almost every day. And they said there is this forest, a very thick forest in Odua, you know. And they say this particular forest, very thick one, they say women know they enter that forest. Women doesn't enter the forest. And the men that enters there are those ones that have a very strong heart, you know, to go and do rituals there. But they said Ashley is the only woman who have summoned courage to enter that forest to perform rituals with them. And on that note, there is nothing anybody can do to put Ashley out of the palace. That palace is her home. That is where she belongs. After all, what she is doing, most people in that palace cannot do it. So it's enough reason to keep her there in the palace, you know. And I begin to ask, that she is doing all of that, does it now mean that for the fact that she is doing that, or she did that, I don't know if she have done it before now, or she just did it like I told you, is that enough reason to say to counter the king's decision? Because from what we heard, they said the king have told them that they will have to leave the palace, get a house outside. He will be the one to pay. He will be going there to visit them. He will make sure that they feel comfortable, that all the duty that he needs to perform as a husband to them, that he will be doing all of that. But yet they are still fighting it. Some people said maybe Maybe because ever since we started hearing about these stories, we have not heard that there is a thick forest like that. Not to talk of women going or women not going, or that Ashley was the only woman or is the only woman who have gone there, you know, and that maybe she have obtained a title there. Yes, so maybe they don't give her title now. It's a title on its own, and this title that she holds is enough to keep her in the palace, even against her husband's wish. Because some people don't understand it. They don't understand it. You are fighting your husband. It simply means that you have no respect for him. And on that note, if he decides to, you know, punish you, there are many ways to punish you. There are many ways the king can say, okay, you think you can counter my decision. You think you can go against my decision. Okay, let's see who marries who. And the king will abandon them. One is that they cannot get married without the king's permission. The thing is that the king is so soft in the heart. That is what I understand. He's such a linear person that these people are leveraging on that to do things the way they want. Or maybe, let me not just say it that way, maybe it's their tradition. Because one thing about their tradition is it is so deep. It is so deep. There are things that normally in other places you dare not do things like that. But there, I don't know. Let me just not say it's because the king. Maybe it's their tradition. But the fact remains that this fight is not about Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi and the wives. It is more than that. The same people who fought with everything they've got to put Queen Naomi out of that place, simply because she does not believe in what they believe in, they are still the same people fighting this battle. You see, Ashley, blue blooded, blue blood, Ronke, Mariam them, they are just tools in the hands of these elders who are fighting this battle. And it is very clear. Of course, I've heard when they said allegedly that Queen Naomi is obstructing their activities in the palace, that she is disturbing them with her prayers. Probably, if she's not a prayerful child of God, maybe the palace would have been conducive for her. They wouldn't have disturbed her, not alone, putting her out of that palace. Because I believe she is there for a reason. God allowed her to enter there for a reason. She must conquer in all. Definitely, it is written that surely that they shall gather. But since their gathering is not of God, they shall scatter. You see, the same way they are gathering against Queen Naomi today, they are going to scatter. Unless it's not God who sent Queen Naomi on a mission in that palace. As long as it's God, he is going to prove himself in this situation at last. Anyway, guys, I don't know what to think about this, but I want to remind you that these are all alleged information. I do not live in the palace, okay? Always bear that in mind. What do you think about it? Whatever you think about it, share with us on the comment section. And give my video a thumbs up. The new topic now is that Ashley goes nowhere because she enters the thick forest for rituals. Hey, guys, share this video. Love you guys. Bye for now.